Hey family, one of them days, I'm feeling kind of lazy, but I ain't know what to cook. And I had a lot of time. Don't give me a lot of time and a refrigerator full of food. So I figured out something to cook. This should have been a Sunday dinner. Not really, didn't take that much to do. But it was good. Let's go.
Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks, I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So although I'm moving kind of slow today, I'm gonna get started by getting my couscous started. I tried to put 2 cups of couscous in my rice cooker, then I put some salt. Seemed like it was a bit much salt, so I put an extra cup of couscous in my rice cooker. No, put it in there. You know you need to put it in there. Put it in there, man. Thank you. That way it's not going to be too salty once I do finally cook this thing. Put 3 cups of couscous, 3 cups of water. Now the cup that comes with this rice cooker is not a true cup because I tried to use a regular cup at my daughter's house and it came out mushy. But anyway, I'm using some broccoli. I only bought a little bit of broccoli. And, well, I'm not going to use the part that you guys think I might use. I'm going to use the stalk. Yep, I'm going to shred up some stalk, pick off the broccoli pieces, put them in a bag. I'm going to put them away. I'm going to shred up a little more stalk. And that's what we're going to use today. Because, you know, some of the Asian cultures, they don't waste much or any of the vegetable. They cook with it all. Say I'm cooking with some of it today. Don't worry, you'll like it. Won't even notice it's in there. It's going to be good stuff. So you chop it down a little bit, break it down. Yep. Get it nice and neat. Come on. Come on. I know you sharpened your knife today. Put it on the side. And you're going to get you a little onion. Little onion. Ooh. I'm like an onion. I got layers. Get that papery skin off the outside. I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm going to use so little, I'm probably not even going to use this whole piece. I'm about to shred up. Nice, thin slices. You know, sometimes when I'm cooking, I have these ideas, and as I'm cooking, the ideas change. That's what happened today. So, get 2 of my little famous sweet peppers. The reason I buy these little sweet peppers is because you get a variety. And, you know, if I get a big pepper, some days I'm going to use it, some days I'm not. It might sit there. These I can get away with doing a lot of different things with. So I took each pepper, I cut it into like eighths, and then I broke it down into small little cubes. Tiny. Yep. Make that nice and neat. There you go. Put that on the side for later on. Check on my couscous. Fluff it up. Because, you know, you're going to set this on white rice. And once it dings, that's when it tells you it's ready to fluff up. So you fluff up your couscous. Check it out. There you go.
Well, this is why you don't film when you're kind of tired. Oh, you cook when you're tired, but you don't necessarily film. Because I forgot to turn the camera back on after I fluffed my couscous and put the vegetables in. Oh well, they're in there. Trust me, you'll see them later. They're in there.
So now, break out my little baking pan. You know what we do, line it with some aluminum foil. Because we lazy at times. We don't want to clean up everything. I got enough stuff to clean up. Get some asparagus out. And drizzle just a little bit of sesame oil on the asparagus. Drizzle a little garlic oil on the asparagus. Yeah, I think I need to break out a new bottle. A little salt. Come on. Little pepper. Put on your proctologist glove. And you move it around a little bit. Get everything seasoned nicely. Then you put that on the side till a little later. Now, adjust your camera accordingly. We're going to put some mushrooms in a small skillet. Because we're going to make a little mushroom sauce. A little mushroom jus, if you will. Add a little water, little salt, little pepper. And we're going to cook this down. Like I say all the time, mushrooms are like a sponge. So they have these little pockets, little capillaries, little bits of air. And when you cook them with water, first they suck up the water. Then you'll see them shrinking down, and that's when they're releasing that water, which is going to give you a nice flavor. If you don't use nothing else but that, that's a nice mushroom flavor. But hey, I had to do something, so I put a little Worcestershire, I put a little chili oil, I put a little balsamic vinegar, and a little XXX hot sauce. Now cook all that together and let it reduce down. And that's going to give you an even more punchy flavor. The balsamic vinegar is going to give you that little acid kick that you're going to like. The chili oil is not going to make it hot, but it's going to give you a nice flavor. And the hot sauce is going to make it hot. So yeah, you let that reduce as much as you can. I could have just left that alone and let it reduce and use that. And I did for a long time, but like I said, sometimes I get a little carried away and impatient. So I used a little cornstarch. Now the proper way would be to put that in a little cup of water and stir it around. And not just put it straight in there because you get some lumps, but I didn't care. And then it thickened it so much, I had to add some water back. I tell you, it's rough being me. So once again, you let that cook down a little bit. You want to cook that cornstarch so it doesn't taste like you're eating cornstarch, even if you find a lump in there. But anyway, you move that aside. You start heating up your cast iron skillet. Because, we got a steak here. This is a grass-fed steak. Now, what I like to do is just get a little of the moisture on the outside of the steak off. You know, this way, when you put it in the pan, it'll sear and it won't just, boil. And I did this one simple, too. Little salt, little pepper, flip it over. Little salt, little pepper. Nothing too amazing. Because we made that sauce and because this is grass-fed, I want to know what this steak tastes like, and the sauce will give this steak more flavor when it's needed. Put the steak in the hot pan on that fat cap. Hey, straighten up and fly right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's going to help melt that fat. That's going to help oil your pan. Because today, I don't feel like putting any oil. I don't feel like putting any butter. Like I said, I want to know what this steak tastes like. So we're going to use the fat cap to grease our skillet. And, when you're melting that fat, it's not going to burn the meat or anything. Just greasing up the pan. You lay it down on that lovely, lovely beef-flavored oil. I put it there for 2 minutes aside because the steak's not that thick. It's about 1 inch thick. Flip it over after 2 minutes. And since I'm in my truck and I can't cook everything like my oven at the same time, after about a minute, I turned my skillet off, but the residual heat's still cooking. I preheated my oven at 450 for about, 5 minutes. Then I put the steak in the oven for 5 minutes and let my mushroom jus warm back up a little bit. Steak in the oven, 5 minutes. That's all it's going to be in there for, 450 degrees. Now, while that's in there, while everything's getting nice and warm, steak's almost done, I took a little avocado, cut it up in nice small pieces, and put it on the side. Everything's going on the side today. What can I say? Got my little bowl out, got my couscous, fluffed it up some more. I did turn my couscous off earlier too, because I like it when it's like warm or even cold sometimes. So put my couscous in a bowl. Get my avocado I just put aside and use the little bits and pieces to garnish the couscous on the top. Couscous has all those vegetables in there. I took a little bit of dill, just one little sprig, and just little bits and pieces on the top of that. A little salt, a little pepper, a little drizzle of olive oil too. Now, about time to plate up that steak because it's been 5 minutes. Steak comes out. Get your asparagus that you put aside out. Yeah, that was sitting in the oven waiting for the steak to go in there. Only cooked the asparagus for 5 minutes too, 400 degrees. Lovely. Little more water in your jus, stir, stir, stir. And you gently place wherever you want to put your mushrooms. I'm still working on my plating. Some days it's okay, some days not so much, but bam, that's dinner, people. And sometimes people want to know what it looks like in the middle of the meat. There you go. And that's what one piece looks like. This is a good medium. Hey, dinner's done. And yes, you can taste the difference between grass-fed and non-grass-fed. Check it out.